raw materials from India. Now, three causes, clear. Now let's see over here the social cause, okay. Population and growth. What happened? Now understand this. If you interconnect all the above causes, you will notice that England's population, it had doubled between 1740 to 1870 due to improvement in the medical facilities, sanitation and the diet. Now why this was possible? Because the people who were working in industries, right, as the wage earners, they were initially in the rural lands. Now they are in the urban, or you can say suburban area. So all these facilities were available for them. This created a large labor force for the factories and a large consumer market. There has to be someone who has to consume this product also, right? Apart from this, we see here Renaissance and Enlightenment influence. Okay, this point though, I think you can put in all your initial revolutions of world history. This is the root cause, the role those philosophers played. Okay, so spread of education, scientific thinking, emphasis on reason and progress, it encouraged the investors and the entrepreneurs. Apart from this, we have seen urbanization and labor supply. All this was because of the growth of the towns due to migration in search of job. Even if you see today also, rural people, they mostly migrate to the urban or suburban areas. Why? In search of the job, because agricultural economy is not huge capital intensive, right? It is not that you are going to earn a lot of money with agriculture until and unless you are a big landlord or you are a large farmer. But NSSO report says that in India, mostly almost 86 to 70, 87% farmers are either marginal farmers or small farmers, which is like hardly nearly you are going to sustain the food for your family. So people, they moved, they are also similarly, they moved into the towns for search of jobs. It created a concentrated labor market, which is essential for the factory production. Manchester over here, it grew from a small town to a massive industrial hub. Okay, Manchester is a place where cloths are made. I think there's a city in northern India, Kanpur. Okay, it is known as the Manchester of India. Four causes, clear? This is the most important. You can mark this. Most important cause, agricultural cause. First point over here is your enclosure movement. What happened? That common lands were enclosed. I've already discussed this before also. Small lands, all these were combined together to create a huge land, right? Because better farm mechanizations could be used over here. So over here, what happened? That consolidating of small scattered holdings was into a larger farm, and these large tracts of land, they became necessary to over here it became necessary to implement the modern farming techniques, right? Farm mechanization. Along with this, we will see over here crop rotation. You need to have land to have various innovative ways for agriculture, right? All this resulted into commercial farming and scientific agriculture. Now understand that Enclosure Act For this, 1801 was passed and it allowed the parliament to enforce this enclosure. What was in this enclosure act? That if 75% of the landowners in a village they agreed, then the land could be consolidated and proper commissioners were appointed to redistribute and recognize the plots and reorganize them into larger plots for the efficient land holdings, right? Apart from this, there were certain agricultural innovations. The first one over here is crop rotation. The second one over here is seed drill. The third one over here is selective breeding. Okay. Apart from this, steel plows, we have seen puddling, right? So iron was better used. Steel plows and harrows were introduced for better cultivation, right? Mechanical threshers and plows. So what happens automatically if you have this whole procedure of scientific agriculture and commercial farming? Commercial farming, it's going to lead you to, you can say it's not sustenance farming, it's more of a farming where you, whatever you are investing, you are getting a lot of output. Commercial plantation can be like of grapes, viticulture, right? Horticulture, apart from whatever you are eating as food. Okay. So what happened that over here, surplus fruit, automatically surplus food was generated. It ensured cheap living cost. When the cost of rice and wheat you buy is cheap, then it's easy for people to sustain. It's very easy, right? It allows people to buy industrial good. When you can easily sustain your food, then next thing, what roti kapra makan, this time in ethics also they have used this word. Ethics means, right, first thing you need to have food, and second entity in life you need to have good clothes. Then you will look at a higher level. You must have studied in Maslow's hierarchy law, right? Human first, it tries to have its basic needs, food, shelter, then you move to higher needs, then you move to higher needs. So similarly, these people, when the food surplus was ensured, they moved to the industrial goods. And many small farmers over here, which were displaced by the enclosures, okay, they migrated to the towns because now they can work there as wage earners or industrial laborers, right? So you can say that agricultural productivity, due to the scientific farming, okay, due to the scientific farming, it has freed the labor from the textile factories in Manchester and Birmingham. Is it clear? Not from, it is for, right? Now, sixth point over here is that there were certain key inventions done by them. The first one over here is the spinning jenny. Second one over here is your water frame. The third one over here is your power loom. Okay, so all these led to increase in production, which was earlier done by the human or man-made. It led to production efficiency. Is it clear? Another thing was coming up of steam engine. Now this was improved by James Watt, okay, and this applied to mining, textile and transport. Apart from this, we also see coke smelting method, okay, because inventions were happening. Puddling, I have already discussed above. This is regarding your iron and steel. If this is invented, then what happens? Ultimately, whatever canals, whatever ships, whatever roads you are building are of higher quality. The infrastructure is of better quality. Impact. Mechanization here, it leads to mass production, okay, cheaper goods and a higher efficiency. it triggered the factory system and it replaced the cottage industry. This we have done initially in the chart, right? An example you can say the steam engine, okay, which pumped the water from the coal mines and powered the textile handloom or loom. It has revolutionized the production because efficiency will increase automatically. Whatever has to be made in 100 days will be done, the work will be done in 2 days. So bulk production will happen, and when bulk production will happen, you need a market to sell that bulk production, right? And each day production is happening, so automatically you will reduce the price of the product.